viewers, I discuss today few important problem and solution of this problem of differential equations which are in first order and first degree, and which is very much useful in many cases of the beginners of graduations and the senior secondary level also, and an advanced level also. Let's start with these problems. This is the form of the differential equation like this: dy dx plus py is equal to form of q. This is the form, and now if we considering here this p, that p is equal to this 3x square, and this q is equal to, that's called the x to the power 5. And now we don't require any type of this result q, but if we considering this, we needed here only p, we don't have any requirement of q here for this particular problem of finding this result. Now here we are considering the if, that is called integrating factor. And this result is equal to form of integral e to the power p dx is equal to e to the power, this p will be 3x square dx, and after this integration e to the power 3x square into x cube by 3, that is x cube. So finally we find our integrating factor. Now we have the solution, therefore the solution is equal to, and if we are multiplying this integrating factor of e to the power x cube into dy dx plus 3x square y, and that will be e to the power x cube into y x to the power 5. This is our multiplication, and now the solution that is here, if we take in this manner like this, d dx of, and certainly it will be y into here e to the power x cube, and that will be e to the power x cube into x to the power 5. And here it is clear that first derivative dy dx into e to the power x cube, and second one is derivative of this result, that is 3 x square into e to the power x cube into y e to the power x cube taking common. So we are doing this result, that is after integration this required solution we find. This is our internal step of how to find out this solution, that is y e to the power x cube, and it will be taking integration, that is e to the power x cube x to the power 5 dx. And after doing this integrations, what will be our result? Let's watch. So y e to the power x cube is equal to integral x to the power 5 e to the power x cube dx, and that is plus c. And here if we are taking in this way like this, 1/3 of, let's say, art of computing, how to put this result, into e to the power x cube into 3x square dx. But why we are doing in this way? Because if we are taking this type of integration, we are writing d of something, that is d of this result, and if we substituting another variable like z or something, that is 1/3 into integration z e to the power 8 z dz plus c, as we putting here z is equal to x cube, so dz equals to 3x square dx, so that will be our result. And if we are doing this integration by parts, first function integral of the second, second function integral of the first, in this way we are taking. So z e to the power z minus z plus c, and if we taking outside this bracket, so z into e to the power z minus 1 plus c. So finally we have 1/3 e to the power x cube into x cube minus 1 plus c. C is the constant of integration, and hence we can say that y e to the power x cube is equal to 1/3 e to the power x cube into x cube minus 1 plus c. We are getting the final result. Now we are doing another problem. Let's watch. Dy dx plus 2y by x is equal to sine of x. Now without doing details, we are writing simply p is equal to 2 by x. We don't write it as comparison tested because we are already earlier problem we already solve and explain why these things happen. So we are directly taking here p, and if we taking integral of p dx, that will be our result integral 2 by x dx. So it will be 2 ln x, that is ln x square. Now if taking integrating factor e to the power integral p dx, so e to the power here ln x square, and finally log e base e we can get easily as x square. Now multiplying this x square with this result, if we are taking it equation 1, so from 1 multiplying by x square, we obtain as x square into dy dx plus 2y by x is equal to x square into sine of x, that is d dx of simply y into integrating factor, that is y x square, and if we taking that is a y x square is equal to x square sine x, that is y x square is equal to integral x square sine x dx and plus c. This is the solution, and c is the constant of integrations, and finally we are writing after integration a minus x square cos x plus 2x sin x here, and after the solution, the second step, couple of step, 2 cos x plus c. So taking by parts here, we are executing here integration by integration, that is called integrating by parts. Now we are solving another problem, dy dx plus 1 by x y is equal to sin x. Here also p is equal to 1 by x and integral of p dx, that is integral 1 by x dx, and it will be ln x. If we are calculating e to the power p dx, that is e to the power ln x, and it will be x. Now if we are taking 1, so multiplying 1 by x, we have, that is x into dy dx plus 1 by x y, that is x sin x. that is ddx of, and simply this factor will be x. So xy, simply we are writing it will be x sin x, and integrating xy is equal to integral of x sin x dx plus c, and taking by parts. So first function integral of the second minus derivative of the first, that is 1, and integral of the second, that is cos x plus c, and it will be minus x cos x plus it will be sin x plus c. So finally you obtain this result. So in this way we solve many type of elementary problem, and any student can try this following example like this. Number 1, dy dx plus 1 by x y is equal to cos x, similar manner, no problem for that. And another is dy dx plus y by x is equal to sine of x square, and here only substitution will be found by x square in the interim step when you are solving this type of problem, and there you can put in the interim state as x square is another single variable like z or t, whatever may be you choose, and then doing these earlier problems. In this way we discuss some of the elementary ideas of differential equations of first order and first degree. I think this video will be helpful for the students. In this way we end our discussion today. If you like this video, like it, share it, and always subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.